Really, the only reason I decided to do this video was so I could buy this cupcake. Hey guys, welcome back to Book Your Imagination. My name is Anne. I didn't have a video to do for today, so I went to Trello and I was looking through my ideas list and I found this one, phrases that don't make any sense. So I thought it would be fun to do. Words, as you know, are very important. As readers, words build the scene for us. They tell us about characters. They make us laugh or they make us cry. And as a society, we hear these phrases over and over again, and then we adapt them into our own language without really thinking about it. So these are the phrases that really just kind of drive me crazy. The number one saying that drives me absolutely crazy is when people say, you can't have your cake and eat it too. That's just not true. I can have my cake and I can eat it. Have you ever heard this one? Muscle weighs more than fat. Muscle doesn't weigh more than fat. A pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat because a pound is a pound. A pound of feathers weighs the same as a pound of bricks, and a pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat. Muscle does not weigh more than fat. My sister owns a horse farm in Kentucky, so she has a lot of opportunity to do horseback riding. The only place you can ride a horse is on his back. So why do you have to say horseback riding? Have you ever heard of horse front riding? No. Why isn't it called just horse riding? A coworker of mine was moving over the weekend, and when he came in on Monday, he said, I have been working like a dog all weekend. I've never had a dog who works. Not ever in my entire life. They like to go for a walk, play, eat, and lick their butts. But work? No. Now, I get there are working dogs, like service dogs or bomb sniffers or drug sniffers, and they do work hard. But when we say someone's working like a dog, it typically means very hard, strenuous labor. And I have never seen a dog do very hard, strenuous labor. So it doesn't make sense. What about this one? I slept like a baby. Hey, new moms out there, you want to chime in on this one? Babies are notorious for being up every 2 or 3 hours, and new moms are particularly known for being exhausted because they're staying up with their children. So saying I slept like a baby and expect it to mean a long, peaceful night's sleep? No, that is just not reality. You got the wrong end of the stick. Here's a stick. Which end is the wrong end? Maybe it would help if you looked at it like this. How about like this? There is no wrong end on a stick. So how do you get the wrong end of a stick? No idea. Here are 3 food-related sayings. You're the apple of my eye. I am pleased as punch. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding? Like, what does that mean? The only thing I want in my pudding is chocolate. I'd take vanilla, but chocolate is really what I want. But proof in pudding? Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. Now, pleased as punch, I used to think this meant like a bowl of punch, the drink. And I'm like, how does a punch or a punch bowl have feelings? And why would you be pleased as a bowl of punch? But then I found out it's referring to the puppet character Punch of Punch and Judy. Punch is a wife beater, Judy is his wife. And this was apparently hilariously funny from the 17th century through the mid-20th century. And in the mid-20th century, we started thinking, yeah, maybe beating your wife isn't so funny after all. So, yeah, pleased as punch. I guess if Punch was pleased, he wouldn't beat his wife. But apple of my eye, I have no idea what that means. Like, you can't put your apple in your eye. your eye doesn't have an apple part. Yeah, it makes no sense. Okay, this is the last one. Suppose you've lost something and you go looking for it and you find it and you say, I found it in the last place I looked. Of course you found it in the last place you looked. Why would you keep looking after you had found it? No one will ever say, I found it in the 3rd place I looked, but not in the 4th or the 5th or the 6th place. No, that just cracks me up when people say that. So to bring this video full circle, I have had this cake for the entire video, and now I'm going to eat it, proving that you can have your cake and eat it too.